How you doing? Scott here, Pine Barren Craftsman. Back-to-back videos tonight, Friday night. The wind's howling. We had some warm weather up here in the mountains, melting all the snow and rain. It's weird. My previous video was about, buying new cars, and the traps financially as a young person could get stuck in if they got a expensive car payment. Take a look at it. But this one kind of spins off of that. And it's talking to, I guess, the topic of peer pressure. Peer pressure, like after school special from back in the 90s. Peer pressure could be anything. Anything that your friends are doing. And, you call them your friends because you have like-minded interests, right? You guys like to talk, you like to walk, you like to, you go on hikes or whatever. You go on the ski trip, go to the mall. The peer pressure to do things with your friends. You don't want to be left out. So-and-so's going to the basketball game. I want to go. Why? Because you're going. I don't even like basketball. I just want to go. I want to be where the friends are. That's the type of thing that I think is natural when you gravitate towards people. One of my first friends in my new town was John. We like to hang out in the woods. We like to check out the streams and go fishing. He was a great kid. I still talk to him once in a while. The peer pressure. Hey, you wanna hike this mountain? I don't know if I want to go hike a mountain. I'm a little bit nervous about the heights. Come on. That's okay. That's your friends pushing you to do something maybe that's outside your comfort zone. It's probably not bad peer pressure. And it's probably something that I need more times than not. Get a little boop. But when it comes to like things that you know in your gut, this is not what I want to do. You got to take that moment when things are, in the ether, it's floating around and you have a split second or a couple minutes to decide what you want to do. You really got to focus in on what you want to do. You really got to remember that every decision you make takes you on a track, and it could take you completely off track from the decisions that you would have had 2 minutes earlier if you thought about it. So if you go into a party and you know you're going to be there and you're going to run into people that are going to be drinking, odds are you're going to be asked to drink. A lot of your friends like to drink. If that's something that you want to do when you're underage, this is trouble. However, everybody does it seems like, right? So I'm not a proponent or advocate for drinking underage. I think it's wrong. I think you should probably wait until you're old enough to make adult decisions. 18 is a pretty good time to make adult decisions. I think it's a fair drinking age. If you can go die for the country in the military, you could definitely decide if you want to drink, if you could vote, whatever. It's not so much about the drinking or the doing drug things. It's about just being yourself. I lost a lot of friends because I was just kind of, that's not going to be what I'm doing. And they didn't like that. They liked the fact that I was going to fall in. So it is not for the faint of heart. You will lose friends, especially ones that like to be the leader. They like to generate the excitement around a group. They feel like maybe they're the ones that are pushing a group to do fun things. And if you become the stick in the mud, they could cut you right out of the group. And they'd be mean to you and friends. Things happen. But you got to be strong enough to deal with stuff like that. When you know it's not you and it's them, you got to be confident enough to say, I didn't need them. I mean, I've been friends with people for years, and I could tell sometimes when I'm not drinking, it's a downer. Why don't you drink, Scott? You never drink. Why don't you drink? I don't drink. It's not something I was, around a lot growing up. I don't have a taste for it. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I don't like being in charge. I don't like losing my faculties. I don't like losing my brain. As you can tell, there's a lot going on in here, and I don't want to burn anything out of it. I kind of feel like I'm on a trajectory in life to develop enlightenment and wisdom. And I always felt like that was a detriment. It held me back. It might not. Maybe some of these drugs are mind opening and expanding. You know, these mushrooms that people take and stuff. What I'm getting at is just the very simple point. You know, you want to come over, you want to work on my car, come over, work on my car. I don't want to come. Come on over. You like it. You like it. You know, maybe he doesn't want to come over, work on the car. That's peer pressure. Maybe he doesn't like your hobby. Or she. Maybe she doesn't want to be bothered with that group that you're into. We have to stop, in my opinion, pushing people to do things that they don't want. Because, I mean, how far does it get you? You know? Now you're controlling somebody. Peer pressure. If they make the wrong choices after you push them to do this entry-level thing, they might end up in the gutter. All because of something that they decided that they didn't really want to do, but they did it for you. It's been hard. That's probably the single most hard thing socially that I've had to be around, is letting people down and not just being able to blend. You know, just leave my grandmother. Have a social drink, Scotty. What's wrong with you? Don't you want to have a nice time? I think I'm having a nice time right now. And, you know, many years driving my buddy's girlfriend, you know, and him and my buddies in the back seat, kissing their girls or whatever. I'm making out. I'm driving them home. And they're drunk, but they're getting home safe. And I like driving my car listening to music. I kind of felt like I was doing a good thing. And, you know, people they wake up dead. And they wake up a car accident. Kill your family. I cared a lot about my friends, and sometimes I stepped over the line because I treated them like brothers. I said, I don't want you to go down the road and wreck and kill yourself. I don't want you to kill my family. My family drives these roads. A lot of that wore on me. Maybe it was a Catholic upbringing. Maybe the Christianity, Catholic thing. Somebody's always watching. Somebody's going to yell at me, or I'm not going to get to heaven if I got a tattoo. Everybody got tattoos. All my friends got tattoos, and I always wanted them. But I was like, oh, I don't really want one. I never let that peer pressure affect me. I thought about it. Wait a couple hours. Think it through. Give it a week before you decide to do something. And then you see if it's really what you want to do. Don't get caught up in that race of like, you got to decide now. A, B, or C. Well, I'm not choosing any of it. Leave me alone. It saved me a lot. But I also missed out on some stuff too. Like there were some times where I probably should have got on a plane trip and go saw my friend get married in another state. I missed that. And that was my fear. The peer pressure of them come and say, come with me, I want to be there, I want you to be there. That should have been enough for me to get the courage up to go, but I was afraid to fly. And I regret that, but it's who I am. It's who I'm supposed to be. So you can't make, as long as the choices you make are your choices, you'll always be yourself. If you're making choices for other people, you're going to end up being somebody else. You don't know. That's a wrap. Hopefully this helps somebody. That goes with medical stuff. You know, you do what your doctors tell you. But do what your heart tells you, you know? Can't be letting people push people around, man, with fear-mongering and peer pressure. Don't you want to be me? Don't you want to be one of us? I can only be myself. And right now I don't feel like you're telling me something that I want to hear. Everybody have a nice night. Like, share, subscribe. Hopefully you guys are getting some out of these videos that I'm taking. I see people watching them. Maybe you want to talk about an event that you were involved with where peer pressure was involved and you fought back against it, or you created peer pressure yourself, and maybe you feel bad about that. This is like a real channel, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be open vessel, window for you guys to look into and see and judge accordingly, you know? Maybe I need some more work and you guys could help me find that out. Thanks for watching.